Okay, welcome in everybody to the nightly NBA Roundup, episode 1 of hopefully many. I'm sure we'll have a more clever name for it in the future, but the gist of it is I can't get enough content myself with sports, with the NBA specifically. So I want to make content. I need something in my ear at all times. I'm sure I'm not the only person out there. You know, these great podcasts with Zach Lowe, Tim Legler, Bill Simmons. You get these episodes, maybe twice a week, and they're great stuff, great content, but I need more. So why not make it? Why not talk about it? And also, holy shit, guys, Luka is a Laker. Absolute insanity. Everybody has, similar crazed thoughts about it. Still a state of shock, maybe 2 days later for most of us. But I know everybody's probably oversaturated with that news. So we'll revisit it, and we'll begin with another move the Mavericks actually made this morning. And let me just say, Nico may have been drinking again. We may have a slight problem in Dallas. The Mavericks traded Quentin Grimes and Philly's second-round pick for Caleb Martin. So initial reaction is shit, man. Grimes felt like a Maverick. He felt like a grinder, felt like a Brunson-esque type of guy. And for Philly to be able to pair that with Maxey, not only to help him defensively, but another ball handler. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really, really awesome. And that second-round pick was actually part of that Klay Thompson deal in the offseason, so they get that back. A-plus trade for Philly. For Dallas, you get a little older with Caleb. I guess they're in win-now mode, so it makes sense. He's a little bigger, maybe a little more physical, maybe a little bit better of a wing defender. Both great defenders. And Grimes is a little bit better of a shooter, but I can see this move working out for Dallas, especially if they decide to move Gafford. If we get some good lively news here, they move Gafford and maybe a pick, maybe that Laker pick for another guard, because Kyrie's going to need help. I don't think Dinwiddie and Jaden Hardy are going to cut it back there. Exum still coming back from injury and still relatively unproven in the league. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the next couple days shake out. Because right now it's clear to call the Sixers a winner, but I think if Dallas does make another move, getting a guard, their team's going to be looking really, really nice, and I would not want to see them in a 7-game series. But we also had some great NBA action tonight, so let's dive right into that. All right, so let's hop right into the NBA action tonight. And again, this isn't going to be the most professional. I'll work on it. I'm going to get a structure going. But for tonight, we'll just run through these games and just get something out there, and we'll get better as time goes on for sure. And kicking it off, actually, with Mavs and 76ers, who made that trade earlier today. And no Anthony Davis here tonight. Embiid did return. Kyrie's first game without Luka Doncic as a Maverick. And Max Christie makes his debut. Absolutely loaded game, storylines galore. And Sixers actually ended up taking this one by 2. Close game throughout. The gravity of Maxey and Embiid at the end of this game just ended up being the difference. You got Najee and Klay missing a couple big shots. And, we'll see how this Mavericks team looks with AD, because definitely would have been a different story tonight. I'm really excited to see how they look. Probably story of the night for Dallas, Max Christie looked absolutely amazing. And maybe the Nico Harrison slander on that Quentin Grimes deal can slow down just a little bit now. Because with Grimes on this roster, that's a lot of minutes I think that Christie would be ceding to him. So if Christie keeps playing like this, that definitely changes the landscape of that trade, despite attaching that pick, of course. Celtics Cavaliers. This was the game of the night. Celtics win it. They're up 4, or they're only behind 4.5. So definitely still a path to that 1 seed in the East, especially with how Cleveland has looked these last few weeks. I think what decided this game was Mobley in that first quarter. Went 0 for 7 or 0 for 8, I forget. Makeable shots you want a guy like him taking, but he just couldn't quite get it going in the first, and it seemed hard to come back from that 13-point deficit in the first. They were clawing back all game, but never quite got there. Mitchell, of course, exploded for 31. I want to say it's 9 of the last 11 times he's played Boston. He's absolutely torched them. So great stuff from him. Rockets Nets edged this one out. This was an absolutely insane game. Definitely recommend you check out these highlights. D'Lo with a big 3 as time's running down. Keon Johnson is playing great basketball. Check that guy out. Jalen Wells is looking amazing. Jalen Wilson, I apologize. Jalen Wilson's looking amazing. And the Rockets, short Fred VanVleet, got Şengün back tonight, and it just wasn't enough. He gave you 20-20, but Jalen Green is missing shots. Cam Whitmore's chucking it. Now, Reed Shepherd actually got some run and looked really good. But Nets pull this one out at home. Not much to think about this game, but it happened. It definitely happened. Knicks Raptors. Another game. The Raptors had 10 guys play 14-plus minutes. No RJ Barrett tonight. The Knicks got up 17 behind 20-20 from Cat in that first half. And really, the game was over from there. The score is going to make it look a lot closer than it really was. But New York in control from the get-go, and they didn't take their foot quite off the gas. Heat and Bulls. Now, this was a pretty awesome game, too. I mean, with the Bulls, you just trade Levine, and you would think you'd have a shortage of guards. But they throw Dosunmu out there, who had a great game. You got Lonzo out there playing great D, knocking down threes. Kobe White making plays. Josh Giddey making plays. So for a team to trade Levine, it's pretty awesome to have such a surplus of guards. And makes you wonder if they're going to maybe make another move with Lonzo here in the coming days. But Harrow chipped in, almost a triple-double, 23, 8, and 9. Again, Bulls pull this one off by 9. And we'll touch in on the Blazers-Pacers real quick. Blazers dominated this game. Ayton got into foul trouble, and it didn't matter. You just plug in Rob Williams. You plug in Klingon. They got these bangers who just gave Indiana an absolute problem tonight. Check back in this box score right now because in the third, Halliburton had 0 points. He had 6 or so assists, and he actually finished with 0. So, wow. This game just ended maybe about an hour ago. And holy shit, man. That's a problem. Halliburton's been so up and down. We've seen the highs. That playoff series against the Knicks was so awesome. He had some awesome games. But it makes you really wonder about this Pacer roster. Because you look offensively, the starting five, any of them can give you 25. Turner can give you 25. Nembhard can give you 25. Mathurin 25. I mean, Siakam, of course. They got some absolute scorers on this team. It just makes you wonder what they're missing. If they need to get more physical. Obviously, Nesmith is kind of that guy when you think of a grinder for them, if they need another Nesmith type of player. But, I don't know. Indiana's 28-21 away game. Not too much to think about. But the Halliburton concerns are something to keep an eye on, especially come playoff time. And, of course, last game of the night, we had the Lakers and the Clippers. And, my God, just seeing Luka and LeBron on the bench together was absolutely surreal. You had Bronny making a 3. LeBron looking like he's 25. Reeves looked absolutely amazing. Everybody is so hyped for this LeBron-Luka dynamic. But I think those real Laker fans are excited to see Luka and Reeves cook together, especially having Reeves on that awesome contract for the next couple years. Man, it's exciting. It made me really start thinking because Jackson Hayes was competent tonight. Rui was competent. Dorian's doing all the little things. Gabe Vincent's making a couple shots. Connect is a big body out there that can shoot. Makes you wonder what moves Pelinka has up his sleeves these next couple days because they do anything to bolster this roster. It's going to be really, really scary. I did not think much of them until seeing it in person tonight without Luka. Man, LeBron and Reeves are just good basketball players. So that's going to be it for tonight. Just wanted to kind of hop on and get something out there. Motivate me to keep doing this. I'm going to get a lot more organized. We're going to get some see what software we need to get. We're going to get a good mic that doesn't sound like I'm underwater. Better cam. One with maybe some lighting. See each other. And also be going live. YouTube has a 24-hour hold on going live, so I couldn't do that tonight. But I'll be going live at the conclusion of every night game. I don't care if it's a 2-game slate or a 14-game slate. And hopefully have a little chat going. Obviously, upload it as a podcast. We'll start doing some prize picks entries and giving all that money away. We're going to do some cool stuff. And it all starts with this video. So if you are listening, I really do appreciate it. I'm glad there's sickos out there that love sports as much as I do. And thanks for bearing with me through this first video. And we'll see you on the other side. God bless. Have a great night.